So what are we trying today? Do you know?
No, I've no idea. What are we trying?
We're trying the Year of the Rabbit by Davidoff.
Another rabbit. They breed like rabbits.
Well, they certainly do. This is a Davidoff one. I've got Larry's one here as well.
Nice little perfecto. Larry's still enjoying his part of go.
Well, we'll leave that on the side for Larry then if he's still.
He's leering in somebody's window.
Can you believe that?
Yeah. So these year of the have really taken off in recent years, haven't they?
Yeah, well, it's just a way of producing a product for a market that's
Insatiable.
yeah.
Do you like a perfecto?
Not really.
Because it takes too long to get to your desired ring?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just like to burn it all off at the start.
Yeah. Cut out the middle man.
Well, whilst we wait for that to develop, what's your favourite band or music?
My favourite band is Dire Straits.
Is it? Me
Yeah.
too, actually. Certainly one of them. Have you seen they brought out a new collection of live performances in like 8 CDs? I just bought it.
No, but I know Mark Knopfler quite well.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
His son went to Milfield.
What a guy.
So I met him through the school quite a few times. And he's gifted me on maybe 4 occasions signed guitars to auction for charity.
Incredible.
But for the
musician.
Milfield Foundation is done.
Have you been to see it?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that stuff. Tor and I went to see him in Verona just before Corona kicked in. That was amazing. Is he a nice guy?
Very nice.
Yeah, I imagine he is.
Then probably The Who.
Really?
Bread.
I don't know Bread.
Oh, you're joking. David Gates. You don't know Bread?
No. What did they do?
Oh, had about 8 #1 hits.
What would I know?
Baby, I'm gonna want you.
Oh,
Baby,
yeah.
I'm gonna need you. You're the only one.
Just sort
I
of a
care
country
about-
type thing?
No. Like a little bit of R.E.M.
When you were a young kid?
David Cassidy.
Really?
Yeah. He came over to my house when he was doing the Partridge Family with Susan Day. She was the first love of my life.
Oh. How old would you have been then?
13. I kissed her outside one of the stables on the lips, I remember.
Outside one of the stables.
We used to have stables at home
Where did you live then?
in Stanmore.
Right.
And
Did you ride?
yeah.
Yeah? Not anymore?
No.
No interest?
Too much like hard work. My sister's was an international show jumper.
Was she really?
Yeah, represented England on many occasions.
Wow.
So I grew up with all of them in the riding field. Harvey Smith, David Broom, Ted Edgar, John the Whittaker brothers.
Because I knew you had racehorses at one time.
Oh, we had racehorses. I had racehorses. My father had racehorses.
Did he?
Yeah. My sister dated Bill Smith and John Frankham, champion jockeys.
So you grew up with horses all around?
Yeah. And so we used to go to shows. I used to go and walk around with the sister.
Did you ever get involved in any of that, or did you just occasionally get on a horse for a ride, sort of thing?
Well, I used to ride every day.
Did you?
But I used to ride out because you have to ride the horses out.
So you just take them for a run?
Yeah, we had about 12 acres there, so we used to take them, walk around the paddock and everywhere. But I never liked show jumping.
No. Can't say I ever got into that. Is there any sports you won't watch?
Bowls is a bit boring,
Yeah, but it can be interesting, can't it?
but I can watch it.
Yeah. Not many things I won't watch. I have to say it. Horse racing leaves me a bit cold.
No, I love watching horse racing, I love watching show jumping, I like dressage, I like curling, you know, I mean, as long as there's competitive nature to it.
American football?
Yeah, love American football.
Really?
Yeah.
Baseball?
Yeah. I've been to NFL games, I've been to Major League Baseball games.
Eric Newman, you met Bobby Newman at Dorset.
Yeah.
His brother Eric took me to my first baseball game when I was over there to watch the Rays, Tampa Rays.
No.
Couldn't really get excited about it.
No, it's not like cricket.
It's not, no, and it's not like our sport. It feels a bit contrived, do you know what I mean?
All American sport, I feel, is contrived.
Yeah.
It's dressed
Yeah.
for the audience,
And they
rather.
play a song when they want them to sing, and it all just feels a bit choreographed.
Yeah.
Whereas ours is a lot more reactive, I feel.
This isn't a bad cigar.
Talking of New World cigars,
Yeah.
now that you've had a good old swim around the deep end, you're not a novice anymore with your armbands on. What impresses you about New World cigars that you didn't really know before? And because at one time you were just not interested.
There are some shockingly bad cigars in the market. Shockingly bad.
Yeah.
Well, I can't honestly say that there is a Cuban cigar that is shockingly bad. I know that you had a bit of a run-in with Club Kings, but there is nothing in the market of Cuban cigars that is shockingly bad.
Okay.
And there are plenty in the New World. I don't want to dish brands because
No.
it's not what I do. But
in general,
in general, there are some phenomenal brands.
what do you think is impressive about what they do as opposed to...
Consistency.
Right.
Consistency, draw, build, flavours. Never had a twig in a New World cigar.
Very true.
You know, and I've had quite a few New World cigars now. I mean, I've smoked probably over 2,500, 3,000.
Yeah, you've tried pretty much everything, haven't you?
Every single thing that I've been given or been around.
And what stands at the top of the tree for you?
Pete Johnson. Tony Gomez. But I like power.
Yeah.
And Pete delivers. Lito and Tony Gomez deliver.
True.
I like Nick Perdomo's. Alright. I quite like some of the Oliver. I'm more of a fan of Nicaraguan than I am Dominican. Dominican, they've got to be quite specially boosted. Tony's are, the chisel, the Andalusian.
Yeah, that's where they stand out really, don't they? They sort of a bit of an outlier for Dominican cigars.
Yeah. I mean, this is a lovely cigar. Very pleasant. But it's not got, there's no...
No.
And that's what I find with a lot of Davidoff Dominicans. They just don't do it for me. Yet the Yamasa,
You like that, don't you?
yeah.
I think when they get it right, they get it very right. There's some really good, but I find a lot of it fairly
Bland is the word.
nondescript. And so far, this isn't really doing a lot. I don't know if it's because my, palate's a bit jaded or...
No, your palate's not jaded. You've had a half an hour, 45-minute rest. Alright? So I'm sorry, I don't get that. It is not a strongly complex cigar.
No. It's perfectly pleasant, but it's not leading me anywhere at the moment.
It'd be nice to drink on a warm smoke on a warm day whilst drinking a light rosé.
Yeah, a cold glass or something, and not having to think about it. But as a standalone experience, so far it's fairly unremarkable. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, and the cost of these is up there with the Cubans.
Yeah.
You know, we're not talking about a Dominican price tag, we're talking about a Davidoff price tag.
I'm hoping now I've sort of reached the fattest point of the cigar, it's going to do something.
You want it to develop.
Yeah, exactly right. That's what I want.
So what was your sports at school?
Oh, I was at a very small school, really. So we all played everything pretty much. There was just about enough of us
What
to go.
did you love?
Football and cricket. They were my sports. I played rugby. I was never a big fan.
No, you're not really the right build.
I was a scrum half.
Yeah, but you're not strong enough for a scrum half.
But I was mashed up. You know, as I got older, I was getting smashed to pieces.
No, you're not.
I'm just not built for that. So
You're not the physique for that.
no. But I love my cricket, as you know, and I always really enjoyed.
Well, what did you do at cricket? What was your speciality?
I was an off spinner, an offie.
Oh.
Enjoyed my off spin, and I batted a little bit down the order. You know, solid but unshowy, I suppose. I used to wear a lot of cricket balls. You know, you couldn't get me out. I'd be black and blue, but I didn't score a lot. But yeah, I always enjoyed fielding, which is quite unusual. A lot of people say they hate fielding. I loved fielding, diving about and catching. And I really enjoyed learning the art of the offie, you know. When you pitch it in just that right spot and it comes back.
I was behind the wicket.
Yeah, you were a keeper, weren't you?
Yeah.
And then you're always in the game, aren't you?
Keeper and a batsman.
Where did you bat?
Through.
Did you? Attacking?
Very attacking.
Tons to your name?
I scored a ton at Bristol.
At Taunton?
No, at Bristol.
Oh, at Bristol, at Grace
Road.
Grace Road.
Yeah, I was playing. We were in the final of the Southwest schools. I was at Millfield.
What age would this have been?
Under 16s.
Right.
I went on to play for the first 11. I was regular first 11 scorer. So the scorer was always the 12th man.
Okay.
So, because you always needed a reserve wiki.
But you had a really good wiki as the first.
Yeah, Paul Terry played for England.
So
Hampshire.
That was a bit hard on you, really.
Really hard on me. But, you know.
Was that your number one game, really?
No golf.
Really?
No.
From an early age?
I was off one at Millfield, I was captain of golf. One of the Southern boys at Wentworth. One of the Southwest boys held the course record at Burnham and Barrow. I was really, really good golfer.
You still play occasionally, don't you?
Yeah, but I've had 4 shoulder
Is that knackered?
rotator cuffs. Just try and, you know, just the problem with the rotator cuffs is that the tendons get short and tight. So getting a full turn.
You can't do the swing.
And, you know, when you're used to hitting the ball long, all right, and from right to left, all right, and because you can't turn, you're blocking.
Yeah, so you just block it out.
So you're hitting from left to right. All right, so it's difficult.
Frustrating.
I still play. My son's a very good golfer.
Yeah.
He's off 4, but I was off 1.
Wow.
I played for England on schoolboys.
Did you?
On 4 occasions. 1 in Portugal.
Do you ever think you could have?
No, wasn't good enough.
Right.
Didn't have the mental temperament.
Did you get in a straw?
If I hit a bad shot, I'd be very pissed off with myself.
Yeah, and half the battle is being able to just focus on the next shot, isn't it?
Well, half the battle is being able to put mistakes behind.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
they would wind me up.
Right. If you had a good round, you'd be going flying.
It is the simplest game in the world.
In theory, yeah.
The ball is stationary when you hit it.
Yeah.
Not many other sports, the ball's stationary.
That's true.
All right, the golf club is a very simple thing. It's a pendulum. You drop it at the same speed, the ball should, depending on weather conditions, travel the same distance. All right? It's just the person who's playing its head gets in the way of the whole game.
Yeah. Did you ever find anything to take over from sport once you didn't play so much, apart from cigars?
I love tennis. I'm a wicked doubles tennis player. Wicked at the net.
Really?
Yeah. I remember a very famous game of tennis that I played in Cyprus. There was me and a friend of mine called Nick Hammond who runs land at Southampton. We played against this Greek this Greek Cypriot accountant and Lord Co.
Oh.
And we absolutely smashed them to smithereens.
How long ago was this?
10 years ago.
Oh.
9 years ago. I remember saying so out loud. As I was trying to come across court, and I just clipped him off, chipped it over the net, and he couldn't get to it. I said, "Call yourself an athlete?" Great. It was.
Did he laugh?
Yeah. He's a great guy.
Is he?
Very, very good friend.
Is it changing?
Yeah, it's developing a little bit, a tad.
It's very pleasant.
There's nothing wrong with it. There's no offence to it whatsoever.
But I do find myself saying the same thing quite often. It's very pleasant, but I sort of expect a bit more.
Yeah, I expect for this price of cigar to be wooed. I want it to woo me. I want it to draw me in, and I want it to say to me, "You've got to finish me."
Yeah.
You know, if anything happened and the phone rang and I had to run out, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But
You wouldn't be running around and grab your cigar before you went.
No.
Exactly. I have a bit of a theory, which may be unpopular, but I think since Eladio Diaz and Henke have moved to one side or gone, I don't think their blends are as good, personally. I think they're missing that something to lift them above.
Have you smoked the Yamata?
Yeah, that was Henke's.
What was Henke's, was it?
Yeah, he grew that. He found a patch, grew the tobacco, took him years, blah blah blah. You need something to lift it above the ordinary, I think, with Dominican tobacco. It's lovely, it's smooth, it's pleasant.
It's not salty enough.
But it hasn't got enough character, I don't think, unless you can find something extra to add to it. That's just my personal opinion.
Well, it's not salty enough.
No.
There's no sort of...
There's no excitement to it.
Yeah.
Whereas, with Nicaragua, you've got some spice, you've got some punch, you've got some...
Go into the local chippy. The chips. No vinegar, no salt.
You got potato, haven't you? It's true. You're missing a trick. A chip is nothing without salt and vinegar. Very, very true. It needs some seasoning. And what do I know about blending cigars? Nothing. But in my opinion, this needs some seasoning.
Needs some Lacaro.
Something to lift it.
Yeah. I mean, we can't ask Larry because he's not...
He's not indulging.
Not indulging.
But again, this is a cigar aimed at the Chinese market. Very different to the...
I think it's aimed for the US market. It is a standard Davidoff, in my opinion. Standard white signature label Davidoff. It's very American. It's not too strong.
No.
If I was smoking this in bed, I don't think it'd disturb my wife.
Or your sleep. No. I don't like, talking disparagingly.
I'm not disparaging.
No, I don't think we are disparaging it.
Because look, what one man's taste is not, you know.
No, exactly.
Yeah, people prefer, you know, they
And to be fair, some people love this, don't they?
I've got a lot of customers who absolutely love this.
Yeah.
And we can't smoke part of this, and I can't smoke Tatuaje because my father, because
It's too much.
It's too much for them.
It's developing a little bit, but
You know, they like this. You know, it takes all world, right? But there are some, but I can appreciate this.
yeah,
But there are some New World brands I can't appreciate at all. I can't understand.
yeah.
Right?
I know what you mean.
And there are some New World brands that are absolutely fabulous.
Mm.
And some cigars out from the same house, but different tastes. Now I'm a big Liga Privada fan.
That's a strong cigar.
Right? And I don't mind his Esteli. But there's other things in there that I just find abhorrent.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I told Mac and I also told Jonathan, I don't get with the Kentucky
Fire cured.
fire kit. But it has a market.
They love it.
I mean, I think their worst cigar,
I know what you're going to say.
well, you know, I had a very funny time because I actually subjected Thomas to it, as the Acid Crush.
That is such a terrible thing.
But they sell them by the thousands.
Yeah, I think it's their biggest seller. How did you do that?
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, hold on, let's put you on because we're actually filming and you disturbed the
shit,
filming.
sorry.
So this is Emmanuel Breffin, known as Yellow Brick Road Cigars.
Manny!
Alright,
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
we're actually doing a film at the moment of the testing of The Year of the Rabbit by Davidoff.
Oh wow, look at you. I would expect you when you're filming to be naked, but okay, that's probably just my wild fantasies.
Listen, your wild fantasies are, you know, something, you know, if you want, I'll send you some pics, you know.
Oh, God.
I don't want to disturb you too long. Are you going to go? Are you going to be in the shop this afternoon or not?
Of course I will be, especially if you're there.
What time?
Smoothie.
About 3:30.
3:30. Okay, 4 o'clock. I'll be there.
I look forward to seeing you. And say goodbye to Nick. Alright, so we'll see you later. And say goodbye to everybody else on YouTube. This is Emmanuel Breffin, aka Yellow Brick Wall Cigars. Thank you.
Legend.
Oh God.
Cheers.
Hasta la vista. Ciao.
Bye.
Is that his ringtone? He was singing. Or...
How did you do that?
I thought it was you.
How does that answer without anyone touching it?
You've picked it up.
Only when the voices were coming out.
The voices.
Quite amazing. I can hear those
The voices in my head told me to do it.
No, I heard those voices. So where were we before we...
Yes, we were trying to get something out of this Davidoff, weren't we?
It's very, very pleasant. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
But it doesn't, for me,
I'm not going to cross the road.
it wouldn't make me reach for it
No.
again.
But if I was stuck and it's there, I'd buy it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. But when you think like back to like when they were doing the early art editions in 2016, something like that, 17, they were phenomenal. Really good cigars.
The chef's edition.
Yeah, a couple of them have been great. Very different, but hey.
I didn't like the Year of the Tiger. I preferred the Year of the Rabbit.
This one.
Yeah. Year of the Tiger I found so bland.
We did one. Was that the one we did last time, or the
No,
time
the
before?
Stripey one.
Oh no, I didn't smoke that one. We did one a year or two back that I think we quite enjoyed. Anyway. Build.
Build is superb.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it 10 for build, I'll give it 10 for draw. Presentation is a 9.
Burn.
Burn is a 10. Come on.
Yeah. Draw is good, Mike. Draw's
Flavour?
fantastic.
7. Yeah. So it wins. It, like a lot of the things we've been talking about, right? The quality of production is superb. The make is superb. Right, just get the blend up a bit. Just get Hanky back and spice it up, baby.
Spice, spice, baby.
Yeah. We look forward to seeing you all very soon. It's adios amigos.
And hasta la vista, baby.